Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome everyone to my class on quantitative aptitude. And in this class, I will discuss the problem on races, where we try to understand the difference between linear race and circular race, and we'll do the problem with respect to that. So, before we talk about the concept of race and try to solve the problem, we need to understand the problem on races is actually the concept of time, speed, and distance. So, where the formula what we need to use is equal to distance is equal to speed into time. This is a formula which we need to use. And whenever we talk about time, speed, and distance, here we try to explain the relationship in the units. So either I can represent distance in kilometer. So if I represent distance in kilometer, then speed will be represented in kilometer per hour, and the time will be represented in hour. Or I can represent distance in meter. If the distance is represented in meter, then speed will be represented in meter per second, and the time will be represented in hour. And we should know the relation that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We should know this relationship where 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So I can say that 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Okay. Going further, we should know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and possibly certain time if you get a problem on mile, I can say that 1 mile is equal to around 1600 meter. So you should know these relationships. And the last and very important relationship is the conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second. So when you talk about conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second, you multiply the kilometer per hour with 5 by 18, and you'll get the value in meter per second. And vice versa, if you multiply the meter per second with 18 by 5, you'll get the value in kilometer per hour. So you should know these relationships between these variables. Okay, so why we multiplied with 5 by 18 to the kilometer per hour to get the value in meter per second. The reason why we did this, so you can understand here, like if I say 1 kilometer per hour, so you can understand here that 1 kilometer means 1000 meter, and 1 hour means 3600 second. So here, if you simplify them, you will get 5 by 18 meter per second. So whenever your speed is given in kilometer per hour, you can convert that into meter per second by multiplying it with by 5 by 18. So now suppose if your speed is given 45 kilometer per hour, so if I want to convert this into meter per second, so what I'll do, I'll multiply 45 with 5 by 18. So if I multiply 45 with 5 by 18, so I can simplify, this is 9 5s, this is 9 2s. So this will give me the value called 25 by 2 meter per second, 25 by 2 meter per second, and then this will be equal to 12.5 meter per second. This way you can remember the relationship, you can remember the formula that distance is equal to speed into time. And now based on this, we're going to solve the problem on the race and games. So here you can see this problem number one. You can see, like, suppose there are two persons, here three persons are there actually. So here three persons are there, A, B, C in 100-meter race. A beat B by 20 meter and C by 25 meter. So you have 100-meter race. So you have 100-meter race A, B, and C. So when A run 100 meter, so A beat B by 20 meter. So B has run 80 meter, and C by 25 meter, and C has run 75 meter. When A has run 100 meter, B has run 80 meter, and C has run 75 meter. Okay, and B beat C by how many meter in the same race? So you can understand that when B has run 80 meter, the C has done 75 meter. You know that when B, you can know the relationship that when B has run 80 meter, the C has run 75 meter, means you can, with this you can make interpretation. Then in 80-meter race, B has beat C by 5 meters. You can understand this. So I can say that in 100-meter race, B will beat C by 100-meter race. So if this would be 100-meter race, then in 100-meter race, B will beat C by how many meters? That will be 5 by 80 into 100. So we just need to solve it. So this is 5 za, this is 4 za. This will be 25 by 4 meter, or this is nothing but 6.25. So B will beat by the C in how many meter? Then the answer will be more than 5 meter, because in 80-meter only the B has beat C by 5 meter. So in 100-meter race, definitely the value will be more than 5 meter, and the answer is 6.25 meter. Okay, now question number two, you can see in 100-meter race, A beat B by 20 meter or 4 seconds. So when I'm talking about 100-meter race, so when A has run here, has reached, when A has reached 100 meter, when A has reached 100 meter, the B has reached 80 meter. So B has reached 80 meter. So when it was a 100-meter race, A has reached 100 meter, then B has reached 80 meter. So that's why A has beat B by 20 meter or 4 seconds. Now to cover, now to cover the remaining 20 meter. Now to cover the remaining 20 meter, B will take 4 seconds. Now to cover the remaining 20 meter, the B will take 4 seconds. So that means what is the speed of B? So that will give you the speed of B. So the speed of B will be 20 by 4 or 5 meter per second. So once you get the speed of B, but here in this problem, they're expecting you to determine the speed of A. So here they want you to determine the speed of A. The speed of B is 20 by 4 or 5 meters per second. So you got the speed of B. I want the speed of A. So what is the way I can find the speed of A? I know that when A has covered 100 meter, at that time B has covered 80 meter. Okay, and the time what the B is taken to cover 80 meter would be 16 seconds, because B is running at 5 meter per second. So the same 16 second A has taken to cover 100 meter, because in the 16 second B has reached 80 meter. In the same time A has reached 100 meters. So what is the speed of A? So this can help me to find the speed of A. Speed is equal to distance by time. So 100 by 16 or 6.25 meter per second. Then we can do the other problem. Like you can see this problem. Question number three. Now question number third, you can see in 160-meter race, if A allows a head start of 10 meter, the race will end in dead heat. So the two persons are there, A and B. So in 160-meter race, that when A run 160 meter, A is giving 10 meter head start to B, means B is running 150-meter race, 150 meter. Then the race will end in dead heat. Then the race will end in dead heat, means both will reach the finishing line at, at the same time. It means both will reach the finishing line at the same time. It means 160 by A is equal to 150 by B. Time taken by A to cover 160 meter is same as the time taken by B to cover 160 meter. So means A by B, the relation of A by B is 16 by 15. That is the ratio of the speed. Okay, so you can understand this. Then they run another race of 100 meter. So yeah, I can say the speed of A is 16. I can say that the speed of A is 16x. The speed of B is equal to 15x. I can say the speed of B is equal to I can say the speed of A is 16x, the speed of B is 15x. Okay, so they run another race of 400 meter. This time A allows a head start of 40 meter. Now this time A told B that I will run 400 meter and you just run 360 meter. What is the time the B will take to cover 360 meter? So the time taken by B, because the speed of B is suppose 15x meter per second. So how much time the B will take to cover? What is the time taken by B? So the time taken by B to cover, time taken by B to cover 360 meter, that will be 360 by 15x. To find the time distance by speed, so how much time the B will take, that will be 360 by 15x, that would be 24 by x second. That much time the B will take to cover 360 meter. So in that time, what is the distance A would have covered? In that time, the distance what the A would have covered would be 24 by x into the speed of x is 16x. So I can solve this 16 into 24, 64, 32. So A has covered around 384 meter. Okay, but the A has to cover A has to cover how much? 400 meters. So the time in which how much time the B will reach to time what the B took to reach the finishing line. The B took 24 by x second to reach the finishing line, because A has given a head start of 40 meter to B, because A has given head start of 40 meter to B. So how much time the B would take to reach the finishing line? That would be 24 by x seconds. So in that time A has covered only in that time A has covered 384 meter only. By the time B has covered 360 meter, the A has covered just 384 meters, because A had to cover 400 meter, because A has given around 40 meter head start to B. So but the B has reached the finishing line. A has just covered 384 meters. So who will win the race? B is gonna win the race, and by what distance? B will win the race by what distance? B will win the race by and how much distance the A has to cover more? So A has to cover 16 meter more. So B will win the race by 16 meters. I hope you understood this. So you can see the ratio of the speed. The ratio of the speed of A and B is 16 is to 15. Okay, so here now B has to cover 360 meter. A has to cover now 400 meter. If I find the time, if I find the time here, if you think that like why I did B first, so I can find the time. What is the time taken by A cover 400 meters? So that would be 400 by 16x. So then you do 32, 32 means, and then 80, 80 means 5. So the A would have taken 25 by x second to reach the 400 meter, while B has reached 360 meter in 24 by x second. So with this, you can understand the B this time is gonna win the race. Okay, this time the B is gonna win the race. So so B is gonna win this race this time. You can easily understand this. So now the question arises here. The question arises like for after like for how many meters the B will win the race. So what B will defeat A by how many meters, so that you can find by doing this calculation, and then that will give you the value called 16 meters. Okay, now you see this question number 4. A and B can run at 25 meter per second and 24 meter per second. A and B can run at 25 meter per second or 24 meter per second. They run a race with A allowing B a head start of 6 seconds. So what should be the length of the race, so that the race should end in dead heat? So A and B run. So the speed of A is 25 meter per second. Speed of B is 24 meter per second. They run a race with A allowing B head start of 6 seconds. So A told B that I will run for t second, and you can run for t plus 6 seconds. He has given 6 second head start. So when you talk about head start, you can give head start either in the term of distance or you can give head start in the term of time. So head start is the advantage what you can give to opponent so that the race can end in dead heat. Dead heat means both should reach the finishing line at the same time. So here A is running at 25 meter per second while B is running at 24 meter per second. Okay, and both is gonna cover the same distance. So both are gonna cover the same distance. So you can say distance equal to speed into time. So 25t is equal to 24 into t plus 6. I can say 25t is equal to 24 plus 144. So t is equal to 144 seconds. Equal to 144 seconds. So what is the length of the race? So the length of the race is 25t or 25 into 144. 25 into 144, I can write 25 as 100 by 4 into 144. So this will give me 3600. So you can see the next question. In the race of 1000 meter, A beat B by 50 meter or 5 seconds. So you can understand that A beat B by 50 meter or 5 seconds. So means when A reached the finishing line, means when A reached 1 kilometer, B is standing at 950 meter, and to cover the next 50 meter, B is gonna take 5 seconds. You can find the speed of B. The speed of B is 50 by 5 or 10 meter per second. Once you find the speed of B, so you can understand the A. So A and B. So when A has covered 1000 meter, B has covered 950 meter. Okay, and how much time the B will take to cover 950 meter? The same time A will take to cover 1000 meter. So B speed is 10 meter per second. So it will take 95 seconds to cover 950 meters. So A will also take 95 seconds to cover 1000 meters. So the speed of A, so the speed of A is equal to 1000 by 95, or you can say it is 200 by 90, or or you can say that it is 200 by 19. 100 by 19 is 5.263. 100 by 19 is 5.263. 200 by 19 would be 12.45. 10.526. That would be 10.526 meter per second. Or you can write in mixed fraction as 10 by 90. Next question, question number 6. Three runner A, B, and C run a race with A finishing 20 meter ahead of B and 34 meter ahead of C. Let the length of the race is suppose X meter. Okay, so A finishing 20 meter ahead of B. So A finishing 20 meter ahead of B and 34 meter ahead of C. Okay. Then while B finishes 21 meter ahead of C, while B finishes 21 meter ahead of C. You can understand this. So now this is the data what is given. Now you can easily solve this problem because I assume the length of the race is x meter. So now you can simply understand the ratio of this x by 20 or by x, that will be equal to x minus 34 by x minus 21. The ratio remains the same. Simply cross multiply x minus 20 into x minus 21 is x into x minus 34. This is x square minus 21x minus 20x plus 21 to the this is 420 is equal to x square minus 34x. So this x square it cancels, so minus 41x plus 420 is equal to minus 34x. 420 is equal to 41x minus 34x. So you can say 420 is equal to 7x equal to 16. See the next question, question number 7. So in 1000-meter race, P beat Q by 100 meter. So in 1000-meter race, in 1000-meter race, P beat Q by 100 meter, means when P covered 1000 meter and Q covered 900 meter. In Q beat R by 50 meter in 500-meter race. So in 500-meter race, Q beat R by 50 meters. So you can say that in 1000-meter race, the Q will beat R by 100 meters. In 500-meter race, Q beat R by 50 meters. So you can say 1000-meter race, will beat R by 100 meters. So with this, what I can do, I can say that the ratio will remain the same. So you can find the ratio, this 900 by 1000, that will be x by 900. You can find the, when Q is actually at 900 meter, what is the value of R? So you can do that. So three zeros, if you can say, you can find this question mark. The question mark will be 810 meter. Okay, so these three zeros will be 810 meter. So means, what this means? This means that when P has covered 1000 meter, Q has covered 900 meter, then R would have covered 810 meter. Okay, if P beat R by 30 seconds in 2000-meter race, if I talk of 2000-meter race, then P has covered 2000, Q has covered then 1800, and R would have covered then 1620 meter. Okay, now you can understand that. Now you can understand that in 2000-meter race, then you can understand 2000-meter race, P would have beat R by 380 meter. Can understand this. So, or it is given in 2000 meter race, we beat R by 30 seconds, or 30 seconds, or 30 seconds. This you can find the speed of R. This you can find the speed of R. Speed of R will be 380 by 30, means 38 by 3 meter per second. You can find the speed of R. The speed of R will be 38 by 3 meter per second. Okay, then how long would car uh, car Q take to travel a distance of 3000 meters? So if I talk about 3000-meter race, if I talk about distance of 3000-meter race, if I talk about how long car will take to cover distance of 3000-meter race, so it means when Q has covered 3000 meters, how much the R would have covered. So you know that when Q and R, you know that when Q has covered 500, R has covered 450. So when Q would have covered 3000, it means six times, no? Six times. So 20, 45 six are 45 six are 45 twos is 90, 90 threes are 270, right? So R would have covered 2700 meter. R would have covered 2700 meter. Okay, so the speed of R, you know the speed of R. So you know the speed of R. The speed of R is 38 by 3 meter per second. The time in which R covered 2700 meter, in the same time, then the same time Q has covered 3000 meter. So the same time that Q has covered 3000 meter. Okay. So uh, what is the time the Q has covered 2700 meter? The time you can find by the formula 2700 divided by 38 by 3. So that will give you the time. In the same time Q has covered 3000 meters. In the same time the Q has covered 3 kilometers, 3,000 meters. You just need to solve it. So you just need to solve 800 by 38 second, or you can write this 4050 by 19 seconds. That is the answer. So you can see the next question. In 200-meter race, in 200-meter race, in 200 meter race, in 200-meter race, you can understand. So in 200-meter race, in 200-meter race, when we talk about 200-meter race, if A gives B a start of 25 meter, so in 200-meter race, A and B, 200-meter race, if A gives start of 25 meters, so A told that I'll run 200 meter, you run 175 meter. If A gives B a start of 25 meter, A will win the race by 10 seconds. A will win the race by 10 seconds. So what is the time taken by A? That will be 200 by A. That is 10 seconds less than the time what the B will take to cover 175 meter. This is one equation. Then alternatively, if A gives B, alternatively if A gives B a start of 45 meter, alternatively if A gives B a start of 45 meter, alternatively if A gives B a start of 45 meter, means A told B that you run 155 meter, I'll run 200 meter, then the race will end in dead heat. So means second equation means 200 by A is equal to 155 by B. With this I can find the relation between A and B. So, I can say B is equal to this is 31. B is equal to, better I should talk in the term of A, right? I should better talk in the term of A because no, B is equal to this much A, yeah. So B is equal to 31 A by 40. I got the relation between B and A. So B is equal to 31 A by 40. That I can put in first equation. So I can write 200 by A plus 10 is equal to 175 by 31 A by 40. I can solve this. So I can solve it. This is 200 by A plus this is 200 by A plus 10. This is 200 by A plus 10 is equal to 175 by 31A into 40. So I can write this 10 is equal to 175 into 4. This is 7,000 by 31A minus 100 by A. This is 10 is equal to 31A. This is 7,000 minus 31 twos are 62. 6200 by 31A. So this is 10 is equal to 800 by 31A. A is equal to 80 by 31 meter per second. So that is the speed of okay. What I need to find, I need to find how long the A takes to travel 200 meters. So what is the time what the A will take to cover 200 meters? So that time, that is distance by speed. Speed is 80 by 31. I can find the time. Time is equal to this is 5 sir, this is 2 sir. So this is 5 sir, this is 2 sir. So this is 155 by 2 second or 77.5. Question number 9, you can see two men. You can see question number 9, two men A and B run around 1200-meter circumference. A walk at the rate of 150 meter per minute and B at the rate of 80 meter per minute. So the length is 1200 meter. The length of the circle is 1200 meter, and the speed of A is 150 meter per minute, and the speed of B is 80 meter per minute. You need to find they are running in same direction, opposite direction. Then you can use the concept of relative speed. If the two objects move in same direction, the relative speed will be A minus B, assuming A is more than B. And if the two objects move in opposite direction, then the relative speed will be A plus B. So A walk at the, so you know that A is moving faster here, given the kind of data what is given in this problem. They both start at the same time from the same point and walk in the same direction. So you can find the relative speed. So you can find relative speed. So the relative speed between them would be 70 meter per minute when they will be together again at the starting point. So if I'm talking you about starting point, then starting point doesn't matter, you run in same direction or opposite direction. So the starting point, what you need to do, you have to find the time. What is the time taken by A to complete one revolution? Then it will be 1200 by 150. Then it would be 8 minutes. The time taken by B to complete one revolution, that would be 1200 by 80. Then this would have been 15 minutes. Okay. So the time taken by A to complete one revolution would be 8 minutes. Time taken by B to complete one revolution would be 15 minutes. So if in the case of circular motion, if you get a problem that when both A and B, when both A and B, when if you get a question where they're asking you when both A and B meet at the starting point, if I'm asking you in the case of circular motion, when both A and B meet at the starting point, that is nothing but it is the LCM of time taken by A to complete one revolution with respect to the time taken by B to complete one revolution. The time taken by A to complete one revolution, how much time A will take to complete one revolution, that is 8 minutes, and then the time taken by the B to complete one revolution. So you will find the LCM of 8 minutes and 15 minutes. So you'll get 120 minutes. 120 minutes means 2 hours. 120 minutes means 2 hours. So the LCM 5 and 8 have both time to each other. 5 and 8 have both time to each other. So the LCM is the product of the two value A into B. 15 is the 120. So they will meet both at the starting point after 2 hours. When they meet first time, so when they will meet first time, they will meet first time, when they meet first time, that is nothing but you take the length of the track, circular track, divide by the relative speed between A and B. Divide by the relative speed between A and B. Divide by the relative speed between A and B. A and B. The length of circular track is 1200 meters. Divide by relative speed between A and B is how much? The relative speed between A and B is how much? So, the relative speed between them is how much? Is 70 meter per second. 70 meter per second. that is 120 by 7. So 120 by 7 minutes. So after 120 by 7 minutes, because they're running in one same direction, so they will meet. So 120 after 120 by 7 minutes, they'll meet first time. So you can understand that time what is the distance. You can understand who is faster, A or B. So A is faster. So understand if two persons are meeting first time, whenever two persons meeting first time when they are running the race, and A is there and B is there, and they are running the race here. So somewhere in the path they'll meet. When B is just covered this distance, okay, and A would have covered the distance from here and then here. So the difference between the distance covered by A and B will be 12 into B. That part you can understand. So I can prove that also. So you can find the distance covered by B. You can find the distance covered by B. Time is 120 by 7, and the speed of B is 80 meters per minute. 9600 by 7 meters. Okay, and you can find 9600 by 7. So you can find the distance covered by A, the distance covered by A when they meet first time, when they meet first time, first time. So what is the distance covered by 120 by 7, and speed is 150, right? Here is 150. So 1800. 12 into 18, 12 into 15, 180, right? 180, and then 2 more zeros. Divide by 7 more zeros. So if you understand this, if you find the value, this is 2 uh, 40, 40 means 5 40 means 5 50, 50 means 7 7 50 means 7 15 means 7 10, 10 means 1 30, 30 means 4 uh, 20, 20 means 2 means 8 around. Yes, covered 2571 meter, and you know the length of the circular track is only 1200 meter. And how much distance B is covered? 1 uh, 26, 26 means 3 26 means 3 26 means 3 means 50, 50 means 7 7 7 means 10, 10 means 1 30, 30 means 4 30, 20, 20 means 2 60, 60 means 7 means 5 So the distance what the B has covered is 1371 meter, and the distance what A has covered is 2571 meters. So you can understand this. So the length of the circular track was around, if you can visualize, the length of the circular track was around 1200 meters. So maybe this was the starting point. So 1200 meters. So B has covered 1200 meters. Then B has moved a little bit further. Means around how much? 1200 if you subtract from here. 171 meters. Around 171 meters. After covering the track, B has covered. And that time here is the B. That time is here is the B. So if you see the distance what the A would have covered, see the distance what the A would have covered. So A has complete one round 1200 meter. Again one more round 24 meter 12 2400 meters. If you subtract 2400, you will get 171. So you can understand when A and B met here. So A has completed 2 rounds. A has completed 2 rounds, and B has completed 1 round. That time A and B has met like around 171.428 meter ahead of that. So whenever the two persons are running the race in the same direction, so if they are meeting, then always remember then that person who's running faster definitely that person would have covered the additional one more round, and then only he can meet the other persons running slow. That is the only possibility if the two persons are running the race in the same direction. So I hope you understood this. So this much from the this class, and we'll continue our discussion in next class. So this was the session one for the linear race. I hope you have liked this class. So please subscribe to my channel and like this class if you have understood everything which is being done for you, and if you found this is very helpful. Thank you, everyone.